It's so bright out here. And I'm still here in Bombay Beach. Um, just chilling, waiting to go to court site. Been working hard to get the van fixed, and you guys know that I've been fighting this shake, right? Like my van's had this shake for like since I bought it, and I replaced a lot of things chasing the shake down, trying to get it fixed, right? Like brakes. Oh, whoa, buddy. Why don't you chill out there, camera? Um. Anyways, I've been chasing this shake since I bought the van, and finally tracked down what the shake was. So let's smoke about it and chat about it. That's an enormous bag for such a little bit of. What happens when you're poor and you buy smoke at the slabs? You get what they got. Hey, what's up, Dave? I think it's just you and me right now, buddy. So let's burn one and talk about it. So yeah, I've been chasing that shakedown since I bought this van, and the other day this dude in slabs gave me a hand with it, and I replaced. So I've got both axles now, and I had to spend $200 more because if you guys remember, I ordered all the parts. I ordered the axle, the wheel hub, kit for both sides of the van, and they only sent the axles. So I ended up doing a full send and drove my van down here, and I'll tell you what, like, it made it, but I don't think it would have made it much farther once I got down here. Like, my van was real bad. That wheel hub that was I cannot honestly believe my tire didn't fall off. I cannot believe it. But it didn't. I made it, and me and this dude Sebastian, we got it knocked out. We took us 5 hours doing like 2 hours of work, and then doing 3 hours of looking for the right tools, like while the tire was off. God, it's so bright here. And but we got it done, and the van does not shake anymore. I still need to do, I did the driver's side, which was the real bad side, and I still need to do the passenger side, but it's not nearly as bad. And I've got the part still, just need to get it knocked out, just so I'm not carrying around an axle and a wheel hub in the van, because it's taking up a lot of space. But the van doesn't shake anymore. It's a beautiful thing. I have been driving this shaky ass van for close to a year now, and it's not shaking. Got that shit fixed. So I got to knock out the other side now. I've got to do the axle and the wheel hub of the other side still, and then I got to get an alignment done, because my alignment is now off, which is annoying because I got the alignment done not too long ago, thinking that was one of the reasons it might have been shaking. So got the alignment done, but had to destroy the alignment. Basically, had to get it out of alignment to fix it. So now I got to get back into alignment, but not until after I do the other wheel hub. And right now we're gonna smoke about it, chat about it, and I'm gonna catch up on comments in a minute. I can't see them with my sunglasses on. I can't see my screen. So give me 1 second while I grind this up and catch up on y'all's comments. Right on back at you. Thank you for your tour. Hey, thanks, Mischief. I appreciate that. Yeah, I did 2 tours, man. I got 2 deployments to the Middle East. What's going on? Awesome puff pass. No legacy weed left. Actually, no, that's not true. I do have. So when I went and visited Heath and Bobby on my way down, which I'm really, really glad I did, for 2 reasons. One, they're amazing folks. They hooked me up. They hooked me up with some cash and some smoke and some food and stuff, but also because, you know, Heath isn't doing well. He's real sick, and I'm glad that I got to see, I'm glad I got to see you, Heath. So Mischief says he's smoking too. Congrats. Sure, it was hell on wheels. Rotate tires would help too. The tires are brand new. Brand new. They aren't even a month old. I got them right before I left. Thinking that was the shake. I wish I had spent my money on the axles and wheel hubs instead of the tires, but the tires are brand new. They should not need to be rotated. They've got less than 1,000 miles on them. Actually, probably right about 1,000 miles on them. But if I drive them for too long without getting the alignment done, yeah, I'll have to rotate them for sure. And then I can destroy the back tires too. But in the meantime, I'm going to get that other axle fixed here soon, hopefully, and then I can get the alignment done. But my first goal right now is I need to get to courtside. Alicia's on her way, thankfully. She's finished all her jobs out on the East Coast. And she's on her way out here. And I'm going to be meeting her up with her in courtside. And hopefully in the next couple of days. And I'd like to... I'm just hoping to get some gas money up to get down there. It's only about 2.5 hour drive. And man, I'm so happy that I'm wearing sunglasses and t-shirts instead of bundled up in hoodies and sleeping bags, because it was very, very cold in Oregon before I left. So now it's a little warm during the day, but it's like perfect weather at nighttime. Perfect weather to sleep in. But being in Bombay has been kind of expensive for me because everything's packed into the van. I can't put the tent out and put all my stuff in the tent and build a camp and a kitchen and all that. And that's how I travel. I build a kitchen where I go, and I can't do that right here. So I've been having to get food that, you don't cook at home, and that gets pretty expensive, and it's been kind of killing me. So I need to get to courtside just so I can build a kitchen and save money, you know what I mean? But yes, it is. It is Veterans Day. And yeah, it's post-election. I'm sure some of you are happy about the election. I'm sure some of you are not. But you guys, and I know this is going to be difficult for some folks to hear, but we're all Americans. All of us. And if you're celebrating half of the country's loss, or you're, mad at half the country's win, you might not be thinking the right way about things. My personal opinion. But hey, it's Veterans Day. Yesterday was the Marine Corps' birthday. Fun fact. And then today's Veterans Day. And actually just got talking to this World War II veteran here in town just like an hour ago. It was pretty cool. Catching up with that generation. Not too many of those guys left. Heavy winds rock the desert. Yeah. It'd be windy out in the desert. No wind block out here. I'll show you in a second. Let me get this lit, and then I'll take you guys to look at the beach. We out in the playa out here. Let me put you on my tripod here. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Bombay Beach. We out in Bombay. That's the Salton Sea right there, guys. There's Zag way over there. I don't know if you can see her. She's just kind of roaming around. And then over here in Bombay Beach is a bunch of art installations. And then there's a whole bunch of art installations actually in town, which is over that berm right there. Such a funky place, I think this right here is better than the Bean in Chicago. Out in Chirac. That thing's pretty cool. You guys want to see yourself? Yeah, boy. Out here in the Bombay. Don't forget to smash that like button for those of you just joining, or for those who are watching this later. The like button's free. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. I left my lighter in here. Had to grab it. RV File says, I appreciate your service. Hey, guys, I appreciate your support. What's up, Critter? Nah, dude, that's not a solar oven. That's, I mean, I guess you might be able to use it as one, but it's just art. It's just art. Here comes Zag. Check her out. Check her out. What you want? What you want, good girl? You can't hit this. No, don't ask again. You're too little. You're too little. You want to load up? Okay. Okay. I gotta be honest with you guys. I am so stoked to have my van fixed. It's not shaking anymore. That's great. It's a great feeling to be able to go 70 down the road and not think that, you know, my freaking wheel's gonna fall off at any point. Right? It's a public grill. There is a couple of public spots you can cook here, like public grills, but I don't have any fuel for that kind of stuff, so no charcoal. Like I said, I've been staying in Bombay, and I can't build a kitchen out here. So I've been having to get food that you don't cook, or you don't have to cook at home, which is expensive. It's so much more expensive than just cooking your own food. So kind of killed me. Kind of killed me out here. So my next spot's Quartzsite. I'll be headed there. Hopefully within the next couple of days. Just need to get the gas money together. Heath Bobby says, what flavor are you smoking? I don't know. I got this from Slabs. I went to Slab City, found the weed hookup out there, got it. That's why it's all in this gigantic bag. It looks like I don't have very much, which is because I don't, but it looks a lot smaller in such a gigantic bag, you know. And somebody was like, why didn't you put it in a jar? And I was like, I don't know. I think it's cooler to, I think I'm going to keep the bag, you know, because like I have a jar. I just think it's cooler. I just think the gigantic bag is ridiculous enough that it's funny. But I don't know what strain this is. You know, it's from the free market. It's not tested or anything, so I don't know what strain I'm getting. I don't know the THC levels, but it does the trick. I do still have some of the Heath Legacy, which when Heath hooked me up with that weed that he gave me, I've been saving it. I mean, I've had a couple of joints out of it, but I've been saving it mostly for a rainy day. And Heath wanted me to call it the the cancer weed, and I'm not calling it that. I'm gonna call it the Heath Legacy weed, and I'm gonna hang on to it until, you know, for a rainy day. That's what it is there for. It's to bail me out. Heath and Bobby also kicked me down some money, and that was right before Heath told me the story about how when he gets kicked down money, he takes 10% and then, you know, gives 90% of it away and whatnot. So I've already, like, there's a couple of people here in town. I've been buying food for them. Bought them a couple meals down at the one of the guys is the guy that helped me with my axle too. But he's like, oh, I just live off of ramen. And I'm like, bro, are you hungry? Do you want me to buy you a sandwich? So yeah, I got him a burger and a few other people. Still got a little bit of that left. I'm planning on paying it forward. Kept my 10% and paying the rest of it forward because of Heath's advice. I like that advice. I'm gonna do it. Been doing it, buddy. Oh. It's okay. I saved you. Are you okay, buddy? I'm sorry. I'll be more careful. But yeah, my partner Alicia's on our way here. from the East Coast. She left last night, and I don't know exactly where she is in the world right now, but she's driving over. Should be here in the next 3 or 4 days. And I'm going to go meet her up with her in Quartzsite. We're going to hang out for a couple of days, and then we're going to put the booth up and start vending. Should be there for the most of the season. We got a couple events we're going to have to break down for and take off and go do, but hopefully be grinding away all winter long, trying to make that cheddar. My goal is to get a bigger vehicle, and then my secondary goal is, once I get another vehicle, to find someone who is in need, and I'm just gonna give him my van. I'm just gonna give it to him. I don't need, I don't need to make like a bunch of money off of it. I put a lot of money into it, and hopefully that does someone very well whenever it's time. But I want to find the right person, somebody that's in need, maybe someone stranded or just broke down or something. And if I can find a box truck or a bus to transfer everything into, or even a step van or something, I'm gonna gift somebody in need this vehicle, which I'm really honestly looking forward to that. I'm pretty excited about that. I just hope I can pull it off this winter, getting that other vehicle. So wish me luck, you guys. If not, then I'll do it next year when I get another vehicle. But someone's getting a van. Someone's getting a van for nothing, and I'm actually pretty excited to do that. But anyways, what are you guys up to on this fine Veterans Day? Find a veteran needing an upgrade, already into the lifestyle. Yeah, that would be an option. If it's someone in need, doesn't have to be a veteran. I do understand that most people would, like to see that too. And if it is a veteran that comes across my path, I imagine the universe will just put someone in my path that needs it. And I have faith in that. Like, that's how I've kind of winged my whole life, is just waiting for the universe to tell me, like, hey, this is what you need to do. So that's how I got Zag, believe it or not. I just put it out in the universe, like, hey, I'm gonna get a dog. It's gonna be a little dog. It's gonna be a girl, and I'm gonna name it Zag. And I waited for a couple years, and then I got Zag, and she is the perfect dog, especially for me. So I imagine that the universe will put someone in my path at the right time in the right place that needs this van. And so once I get my upgrade, my box truck or my bus, that's what I'll be doing with the van. I'm pretty stoked about it. Tito says, thank you for your service in the world. Is the van okay? Good on your generosity. And then Critter says, I'm breaking up some real sticky weed. Speaking of Critter sent me a link to I did see it, to that step van. And yeah, it was like a bread truck, and a bread truck would be perfect. A box truck would be perfect. A school bus is probably third on the list. Box truck, step van, and then school bus. That's kind of the priority, the order of what I would rather have. But I'm poor, beggars choosers. I'm gonna take that vehicle the universe puts in front of me. If it's a bus, it's a bus. If it's a step van, it's a step van. I'll have to wait till I can afford it. But I am shopping around for prices and stuff to kind of see what it might cost me. But Tito asked how the van was, and I just explained this a little bit ago. No problem, I'll explain it again. So you guys know, right? You guys have been following me for a while. You know that the van has had this shake to it since I bought it, right? Like, it's been shaking down the road as I've been traveling, and I've been chasing this shakedown for a while. I've replaced, okay, I'm gonna try to remember everything I've replaced on this, because it's been quite a bit, right? So we'll start with the brakes and rotors on on the front, and I replaced those, and that didn't fix the shake. And the gas tank and the fuel pump, I've replaced those. They didn't fix the shake, although I didn't think that they would. I didn't replace the gas tank either. It's kind of jimmy rigged, so I'm gonna have to replace the gas tank eventually. That's kind of the last thing that it needs. But then Dave and I found this motor mount in the front, and holds up the transmission, that needed to be replaced. And I thought, hey, maybe that's a shake. The motor is shaking in there, and it's making the whole van shake. So we replaced the motor mount, right? And that didn't fix it. So we kept going. The coolant system, the van overheated. Had nothing to do with the shake, but the van overheated. That hose swelled up. I did that video about it, and we fixed that. Didn't fix the shake. Didn't expect it to. What else did I do? I know I've done more than that. Oh, brand new tires. I got brand new tires thinking, hey, maybe the tires are out of balance or whatever. Like, tires are doing it. So I replaced the tires. That didn't fix it. And at this point, I'm into this van for like $4,000. I ain't got no $4,000 to be spending on vehicles, but vehicles are a money pit. And so wheel hubs, axles. I was like, hey, maybe that, that's what it is. Got it diagnosed up in Oregon. Sure as shit, that's what it is. Finally figured it out. So I ordered the parts. Took them almost a month to send the parts. And then when they sent them, they didn't even send all the parts. I ordered the axles, the wheel hubs, and the bearings. And the only thing that they sent was the axles. And I'm like, shit, that's not even, like, the axles are bad. It clicks and shit when I'm going uphill, but I'm turning, but it wasn't the reason for the shake. The reason for the shake was the wheel hubs and the bearings. And so I didn't want to wait another month for the parts to show up while I was freezing in Oregon. It was getting, I think it was 22 degrees, 16 degrees. I had some pretty cold mornings. So I just drove it down on the bad wheel hub, shaking the whole way here, the whole time. Not even sure if I was going to make it. Not sure what I would do if I didn't, if a wheel fell off. It was all bad. It was all bad. But I made it. Thankfully, the universe was looking out for me. Plus, I got to visit Heath and Bobby on the way, so that was cool. And then ordered the parts, got me some Duralast parts, ordered from AutoZone, and then they showed up, and so I have done half of the work so far. The bad side, which was the driver's side, I got that fixed. Me and this other dude here in town busted it out. It wasn't really busting it out quick. It took us like 5 hours. But really it was like 2 hours of work and then 3 hours of trying to hunt down the right tools, because this is a small town and it's a poor town. They ain't got tools like that around here. And I needed some pretty heavy duty stuff. And we didn't have heavy duty stuff, so we had to just do the best we could with what we had. But we got it swapped out. We got the driver's side swapped out. The passenger side, the axle and the wheel hub, still needs to be knocked out. But the van doesn't shake anymore. That wheel hub on the driver's side was what was doing it. Wheel hub bearing. And it doesn't anymore. We got that swapped out and it's driving great. I was able to go 70 miles an hour going highway speeds with no shake whatsoever. But now my alignment is off because that axle and that wheel hub replacement knocked off the alignment. And I've still got to do the other side of the van. So before I do the alignment, I'm going to do the other wheel hub. Then I'll do the alignment. But in the meantime, right now, instead of knocking that out, my goal is to get to quartzsite. And I kind of need some gas money to get out there. Staying here in Bombay, like typically when I pull up to a spot, I build a whole camp, right? Like I have a tent that attaches to the van, and I build a kitchen in there. I set everything out where it goes, but I can't do that out here at Bombay. Everything here is kind of a temporary camping situation. I'm moving around a lot. So I can't really build up a tent or anything. So all my money's been getting spent on like food that you can already eat, and that's been kind of killing my budget. Not to mention the wheel hubs that I had to buy again, and I had to spend twice as much on those as I originally spent because that company that screwed me over. So it kind of tapped me out, but I am doing all right. I mean, like, I'm so grateful that the van's driving better now, and I'm super grateful to be out of the cold. But it did tap me out, so I'm hoping to get to quartzsite. At least she'll be there in a couple of days. I'll meet her there, and then I can build a camp. There's also really not a grocery store around here, right? Like, closest grocery store is a half an hour away, and it's not even a grocery store. It's like a little tiny market. So it takes a bunch of gas and time and money to get food there, and they don't really have a very big selection of food. So, but yeah, it's Veterans Day. I just got done talking to some not Vietnam, but World War II veteran here in town. That was pretty cool. Got to hear his stories. He was a sailor in the Navy. Anybody else? Anybody else out there, a veteran that wants to tell their story a little bit? What branch were you in? What was your job? How many years did you ever deploy? Tell me a cool story. I'll tell you one of my cool stories. I got stories for days, yo. Yeah. You know, for cheap black market weed, it's kind of gassy. Sprinter van, hell yeah. This van is turning into a money pit, Tito says. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think most vehicles are money pits, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know any vehicle that doesn't end up costing you a ton of money to get repaired all the time. But, you know, like I've said many times, man, being expensive is poor. I mean, being poor is expensive. My bad. Being poor is expensive, so I can only afford vehicles that are money pits. You know what I mean? Don't let Shonda see your headliner. Yeah, my headliner does need to be replaced. It's pretty bad. That's like cosmetic. You know what I mean? Like, it's cosmetic. And I do have some pins in it to keep it like from falling down more. It should be down low, but as you can see, like, yeah, I got like some buttons up here holding it up. But I don't know who Shonda is. Hopefully the new to be commander-in-chief takes better care of you all veterans. I mean, like, the president doesn't decide those things. Congress does. But veterans are never going to be taken care of proper. Like, we're not. I've talked about this before, but the sad reality is we don't represent enough of the country to have a voice. The amount of people currently serving compared to the U.S. population is less than 1%. Less than 1% of the population serves. If you take all of the veterans in the country and you also include the people that are close to those veterans, families, friends, it represents less than 5% of the country. So we don't have a voice. We don't have enough numbers, and people don't rally for us. They talk about it a lot, especially politicians. They love using veterans as their like battle cry while doing nothing to help us. But yeah, the reality is, like, veterans are never going to get taken care of. We won't. So being honest is the most expensive thing in the U.S. Come on. So, I don't know if you guys heard that, but Zag was, I don't know, it's not a cough, right? It's like a reverse sneeze. Little dogs, it's really common for little dogs to do this. If you have a little dog that does that cough thing, and it's totally normal. It's not dangerous. It's like blowing a snot rocket backwards. They're trying to get some phlegm out, and the way to stop it is to just put your thumb over their nostril, and if it doesn't work, put it over the other nostril, and it'll stop immediately. That's what I just did to her. So being poor is simple. I don't know about that. I don't think life's simple regardless of how much money you have. My life ain't simple. I try to keep it as simple as possible. Simplify. But being poor is also expensive, so it's not always simple. Like, for me to get water isn't just, I don't just walk into my tap and like open the tap and fill a jug up. Like, getting water isn't simple. So being home, like doing laundry, things that most of y'all take for granted, is not simple when you're homeless. You know, I'd say those creature comforts are more simple than being homeless. Critter says we only have half a car payment left. And Carol's car be paid off. Dude, that's such a good feeling. Congratulations, you guys. Oh, my back. Yeah, that's such a good feeling to finally have, like, first of all, you own the vehicle and you're out of that debt. But also, that money that was going towards that car payment now just gets to, I mean, either be saved or be spent on something else, or, you know, maybe you can have a better, like, going out to eat budget from now on because that car is paid off. So that's awesome. Brit says 22 Navy retired aviation ejection seat mechanic, multiple deployments. That is wild. That's a very specific mechanic job. Aviation ejection seat mechanic. I bet there is a lot of technology that goes into those ejection seats. Like, if it's so, first of all, I know that the way that it launches you is, like, incredibly dangerous. Like, just launches you out of it faster than shit. Deploys a parachute. But the seat itself has a lot of technology onto it. I know that if it's like a reconnaissance vehicle, like, the data is stored in the seat. So if you ever eject, you eject with the data from that reconnaissance mission, like the hard drive and stuff. Yeah, I bet that would be a pretty fun job. I also know that it destroys it. Like, you can't like throw that back in the plane, which, I mean, the plane is destroyed, but just rips everything to shit. Mischief says, that's a great feeling. Damn cars and ridiculous prices these days. Yeah, it's true. Cars are getting more expensive, but, like, I think everything is, you know what I mean? What if cars are staying the same price, but the dollar isn't worth as much as it used to be? What if the price of cars is actually going down, but the price of, like, the value of the dollar is going up? Would we even know? Shonda, thank you. It says, thank you for your sacrifices, Zig. Thank you. I appreciate that. And it's true. I mean, I know that people talk about the sacrifices quite a bit. And I could go into, like, specifically the sacrifices that apply to me personally, but, I mean, besides my time, my mental health, my body, my body's not what it used to be. It's, you know, physically, I have a limp. I have sciatica. I got slipped discs. I'm basically deaf in my left ear. But also, like, I sacrificed my marriage, my time with my family, my time with my daughter. Like, missed a lot of things because of the military. And you know, they trained us to go overseas. They never trained us how to come home. So I'm still trying to figure that out sometimes. Critter says, won't last long. I'm already looking at another car. $3,800 is for the down payment. You're like, fuck it, I'm getting a new one. Shonda says, I'm a soldier's wife and mother. I know. Well, thanks for your service too. Mischief says, December, great time to buy cars right before quarter numbers close. Yeah. I don't think I'll be affording a car before the end of the year, though. Most likely, it'll be at the end of winter that I'll be vehicle shopping. Maybe even shopping in the summer. That's most likely how it'll be. I'm going to save up all winter long, and hopefully I can get something before I leave courtside. But if not, then I'll just be looking for the right vehicle throughout the summer, the next summer. Oh, it's so bright out here because of the playa. That's what they call this out here, playa, which is ironically the Spanish word for beach. But the playa out here just reflects the light. It's almost like snowblind. A soldier, the CA, a soldier, the California. I don't know what you're trying to say there, buddy. Do I have Cashapp? I do have a Cashapp. Yeah, it's all the links for my Cashapp and stuff is in the description of this video. But my Cashapp's real easy. It's #Zig0420. Zig0420. That would be great, actually, because really, as much as I love hanging out with you guys, and I'm really hoping to get some gas money just so I can get to Quartzsite. It's about 2 hours away, so it's not a lot of gas money, but like one tank would do it, which in California is like $80. And especially in California in the middle of freaking nowhere. Yeah, gas is more expensive out here, but um, thankfully I'm only going a couple hours down the road. I'm gonna try to go there and find me a cool spot to post up with Alicia, and maybe a little private. I don't know if I'll be actually in Quartzsite, but somewhere nearby, because we're gonna have to go to work every day. So, and then I'll be live streaming to you guys from work. I'll be live streaming from the booth. Shonda says, okay, thanks again, Zig. Have a good Veterans Day. You deserve it. Thank you so much. I kind of wish I was in an area where they did, I don't know, where there was like an Applebee's or whatever, because there's no one here doing Veterans Meal. Earlier, Heath asked if I've been to the American Legion, and currently the American Legion here is closed down. They're not open right now. They did, though, just open up the other day for a chili cook-off, which I missed. I didn't go to it, but other than that, yeah, the American Legion is working on getting reopened right now, but they're not currently open. But the American Legion here is one of the very, very few in the country. Like, not too many do this, but the one here, there's not enough veterans. There's not enough veterans here. So they open for everybody. The American Legion here is open for the entire public. So that's pretty cool. I actually think all the American Legions VFW should do that. Open to the public. Let the public show up if they want to. The last thing I want to do is go to a bar that's just a bunch of veterans, dude. Yeah. Shonda Lear is the Ghislaine Maxwell of the Chomo Army and attacked me for days telling me the truth about a maps that worked with children. I don't know. I still don't know who this is. Who this person is. Check out State Lands area in Quartzsite, close to town, vending area in town. Yeah, I'll be vending in town. Yeah, it won't be my first year in Quartzsite. I've stayed in Quartzsite many, many times, and oh, you guys are just arguing in my chat. Yeah, none of that. No, hold on, let me take care of this. I got you. We're not gonna deal with it. That's what's going on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're not gonna be arguing in my chat, guys. You could take it to a different chat if you want to argue bringing that shit up, but that's not what my channel's about. Never has been, never will be. I don't tolerate that shit. This isn't your fucking house. It's my house. Critter says, I wish you go look at the photos now just to see the look on your face. You'll have to let me know what you think. I should have live streamed for my GoPro, so that way I could have. But I just saw that you sent an attachment. I can't see what it is until after the live stream, but not too many know about it. It's not Critters or Mischief's talking about a spot by the fire ambulance station. I know what public land you're talking about. I know what it's the state trust land. I know what you're talking about. Like I said, I don't think I'll be in Quartzsite. I'll probably be like 20 minutes out of town somewhere. Shonda, I'm sorry, Zig, he's my troll. No one's paid me money, and I think that I don't care about your guys' fucking argument. Go away. You're the only one talking about it. I just blocked your other profile, so you switched profiles. Like, that's childish. Go away. Like, now you're blocked. Before I put you on timeout, now you're just not welcome here anymore. You don't get to participate. Like, you're the only one talking about it, and you came into my chat to troll somebody else? How fucking old are you, dude? Grow the fuck up. Like, you're an adult, right? Fucking grow the fuck up. Go get a diary or something if you gotta talk about it. Jesus Christ. Fucking children. Some people shouldn't fucking have the internet. Critter says, 04 Corvette. Oh, badass. That's what you're gonna get next, is an 04 Corvette. Are you like, is this your midlife crisis? Are you getting a Corvette for your, that's fucking cool. My midlife crisis should be happening right now, but I think I'm considering for my midlife crisis getting an apartment. How weird is that? Everyone's getting sports cars, and I'm like, Mom, I've thought about not being homeless no more. Sounds like a dream. Had my golf cart, so I leave van parked. Oh yeah, that's a good way, dude. That's actually cool. That's the cool thing about Quartzsite. I've gotta be honest, is in Quartzsite, you're legally, well, in Arizona, you're legally allowed to drive like side by sides and quads and like dirt bikes and golf carts on the road and shit. No one cares. It's a great way to get around town if you don't want to drive your whole ass vehicle, and it works out well in Quartzsite because a lot of people, their only vehicle is their house, and so to get into town they gotta drive their whole ass house. But if you get like a golf cart or something, you can putt around town all day long and not have to worry about breaking down camp, which is what I'll have to do. I'll have to break down camp every time I want to go to the store. But it will be nice to be like, even though Quartzsite's not really in civilization, it'll be nice to be closer to civilization than right here. I like it here. I actually kind of love it here. But I do need more access to like grocery stores and shit. Yeah, but no, I'd drive one, not own one. Any plans for dinner meal tonight? Tito's asking. No, I don't have any plans for I'm not in an area that's doing like free meals for veterans. So not sure what I'm doing. There's not a whole lot of food options here. There is the Ski Inn, which is a restaurant here. They serve pretty good food though. And I've been eating there. I've eaten there a few times because there's, like I said, there's no grocery store. I can't build a camp and put my kitchen out. So I've been having to eat food that I don't have to prepare. I can just open it and eat it, which has been killing me, dude. It's been killing my budget. So no, I don't have any dinner plans right now. And no one in town's offered me a meal, so I did buy a dude a beer today. This World War II vet that walked in. I go to the restaurant here for coffee in the morning. Like, I got $3 in coffee, and this old World War II vet came in and started talking, about Veterans Day and stuff. So I bought his beer for him. But yeah, no one's buying me a meal. Backside of Dome Rock is cool. I've stayed at Dome Rock a few times, but again, like I said, I won't be staying in Quartzsite. I'll be staying out of Quartzsite. I'll be probably 20 minutes from Dome Rock or anything. I'd like to have a little bit more privacy than what you can get out in BLM land in Quartzsite. Quartzsite's like, you're kind of in a fishbowl when you camp out there, and you got neighbors and stuff, which is fine. But keep saying can't find a match. If you go to the description of this video, or if maybe one of my admins could post a link. I can't post while one of my moderators might post my Cashapp links and stuff. Should be pretty easy to find. You should just be able to click on the link and take you to it. But my Cashapp is Zig0420. It's interesting though, because a lot of people have told me that they haven't been able to find it when they search for me, and other people have. But they tend to be able to use it when it tends to work when they do the link. So either the description of this video, or you could go to the description of my channel, and my channel should have my links there. And then I have a link tree. Actually, that might be the move. Linktree will drop all of my links, my Facebook, my PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, my Instagram, even this YouTube channel should be on there. Although I haven't looked at my Linktree in a while, and I had a tip jar on there, but they just deleted the tip jar option completely. So Yeah, no worries. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. Critter says, I've owned a lot of vehicles in my life, Cadillac, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, but I've always wanted a vet, and I'm really close to that goal. Dude, that's rad. Good for you. I think that's dope. I don't know if I'd ever buy a Corvette. I don't think I'll ever be able to afford a Corvette, but I don't know if I'd ever buy one. But there's definitely some sports cars I would be interested in. So, if that's a goal you've had your entire life, I genuinely hope that you achieve that. You deserve to achieve that, man. Like we all deserve. We're all just doing our best out here, aren't we? A lot of us work real hard, and sometimes you just deserve to spoil yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with that, even if it is a midlife crisis. Mischief says, I want an e-bike now for sure. Dude, you and me both. I would love to have an e-bike. I covet an e-bike. E-bike would be a game changer because I could carry it on the back of the van. I could get to town real easy. I could charge it off of the sun. Free energy coming out of the sky. Free miles. Miles and miles of smiles. Also, you guys, by the way, my video of the footage I took on the way down here, I've been editing it. I've been trying to make it good, but I don't know. I'm not very pleased. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not very pleased with the footage I got. Since my van was like blah, 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 all the way here, I didn't really pull over and stop anywhere and go really do a whole lot of exploring like I would have preferred to do. So the video is just kind of boring, dude. So I'm thinking maybe I get some more footage. Maybe of my trip from here to Quartzsite and add that to it and make it a little bit more exciting, because I don't like the video I've edited so far, and I've been trying to make it better. But I think that I just limited myself with what footage I had because my van, I wasn't sure if it was even going to make it, and I was just not doing a lot of like, oh, I'm going to turn here and go check this out, or turn here and go check that out. So I'm going to try to improve it a little bit before I make you guys suffer through it. Worked in the LA Ocean in the 80s, drove every exotic made. Vets blew them all away. I think you're trying to say for handling. I still have an antique Fiat 1100. Heath and Bobby says I should film ski in. I think that's a great idea, actually. And I've been they got new owners here, and the owner and I have been chatting a little bit lately. But like, we know a lot of the same people. I've been coming here for a long time. He's been living here a long time. A lot of people I know have worked there at the ski inn. The ski inn is got a lot of history, so I've actually been really considering doing a video on the ski inn. Maybe not just like a commercial, or not just like a review for them, but also a little like commercial for them, and maybe even get some of the local kids or locals in on it. And Mischief says no bottle kids. And I've actually been talking to the bottle kids. I have been to Slabs. I have been to Ponderosa, and it's been really great to visit everybody. The bottle kids are getting older. I would love to do another video with them. The only issue I see with it is getting them motivated. It's like herding cats, these kids, man. It is like herding cats. So trying to get them motivated to do a video it can be pretty difficult. Bottle kids too. You guys, there are 2 bottle kids videos, and they were some of them were featured in a couple of my other videos. So like, there's 2 bottle kids videos. The second one was more of a putting all the trolls to bed, I think, but there is footage in that one that I didn't put in the first video. And then one of the bottle kids stole my truck at one point, because I was like, how safe is Slabs, and I'm gonna leave the keys into my truck. And no shit, I actually did leave the keys in my truck and walk away from it. And Jimmy, is that me? Yes, that's me. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Jimmy is my birth name, Chandra. Yeah, that's me. Give out joints video. I would love to do that. Right now, I just literally can't afford it. Um, I can get really, really cheap ounces though. I know where I can get a cheap ounce. If somebody wanted to donate towards that, I would do that in a heartbeat. I would go hand out joints again. That was so much fun to do. I can't monetize those videos because it's weed centered, but I can do them. Like, I just can't make money off of it from YouTube. But if somebody wanted to donate for an ounce of weed, I can go get an ounce of weed in slabs and roll them up. And I'd have to get some cones too to make the joints like look nice, but roll them up and then hand them out to people. And I think that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, giving out joints video would be sick. So I'll probably be in Quartzsite for 2 more, or not Quartzsite, but I'll probably be here for 2 more days. If I can get the gas money up, I'll take off and head to Quartzsite. And I think I can do some filming in those 2 days. BKids video were great. Yeah, I like doing those. That was one of my favorite videos to film. That was a lot of fun to film. Those kids are pretty spectacular kids. And, you know, they don't ever get that kind of permission to just go smash shit, right? And they were starting to do that without permission. So I wanted to take them along with me to do it constructively. That's kind of how that started. Is some of them were being a little irresponsible with bottles. And I was like, you kids want to just go smash shit. Let's go smash shit. But let's do it like responsibly. I'll film it and make it look like you're irresponsible. But I sorry, I'm a little brain dead there. Yeah, if you guys want to go smash it, let's go smash it. You're just going to do it responsibly. So we went out to areas that there wasn't anybody, you know, and that's where they went and smashed, where there was already glass everywhere. And that's when they went, and they had so much fun. It was a blast. Yeah, Critter says, I haven't seen you use your bowl lately. Do you still have your glass piece? Let me grab it real quick. I think it's right here within reaching distance of the front seat, which is really dumb. But yeah, I got it right here. I got my pipe still. Yeah, boy. I like this pipe. That's a cool pipe. But it really needs to be cleaned. Hey, thanks, Shonda. I got that. It really needs to be cleaned, and I prefer joints, but I probably should switch to my pipe because I can serve weed more that way. Like I just smoke less. You know what I mean? Use my email to get it. I wonder why I'm not searchable. I need to check the settings on my Cashapp. You're not the first person who has said that. And I think that the people who have sent me in the past are able to find me real quick. But new people, I think that they struggle sometimes. I'm not sure why. I bet if you saved all your YouTube money this season, by September have enough for a box truck, do a few more videos. You guys must think I make more off of my YouTube money than I do, man. I think that last month I made 100, but it was like $105, right? And I didn't get paid the month before that from YouTube. I didn't get paid the month before that from YouTube. But the month before that, it was like 150. And then it was like 2 months, maybe 3 months before that. YouTube doesn't pay me very much. Yeah, Shonda, when they stole my truck, that's the one. I headed back to Slabs. I have already been to Slabs. I did go visit my friends down in Slabs. Been there a few times. But no, I'm not on my way back there. I'm currently in Bombay Beach, you guys. I'm in Bombay. There's my solar panels, by the way. Pretty interesting spot. Art installations everywhere. You know, it's a funky place, dude. The water here has receded so much. And I'm out here on the playa, and this is like salty sand and stuff, but when you get closer to the water, which I'm not that far away, but it's all fish bones. It's all fish bones. It's not beach. It's fish corpses. Pretty interesting. So yeah, the rest of today, tomorrow, the next day, I'm gonna be doing a bunch of filming around Bombay Beach because I filmed my drive down here, but like I said, I didn't get very good footage. I'm not very pleased with the video that I can make with it. And I didn't get very good footage because my van was breaking down, and I just wanted to hurry up and get down here, so I didn't get the footage that I would have preferred to get. I didn't even get to do the trip I would have preferred to do. I kind of did have a trip planned and stuff, but then it became just like kind of necessity that I get the hell out of that 15, 16 degree weather. But now I'm down here and my van is fixed. I can actually take some time to do some filming. So I'm pretty excited about that. Hey, thanks, Robert. I appreciate that. Robert just sent $10, said, love your videos. Here's some gas money. If someone who has never visited Slabs wanted to visit over the Christmas break, when's the best time to come and where should I stay? Ponderosa? ? Thanks first of all for that kick down, dude. I appreciate that, Robert. You ain't got to be a baller to donate $1. And I also appreciate your question. Really, really common question, dude. So yeah, I'll tackle that for you real quick. So you want to come during Christmas? That's a really good time to come because the holidays. Slabs really does come together on the holidays, and I think that anytime, whenever it's good for you, whenever like it would work out for you, it'd be a good time to show up. January, there's a lot going on. December, there's a lot going on. Be a lot of tourists in and out. And I would also say that where is a good spot to stay, and that kind of depends. So you really got a few options. Like I would say 3 good ones, and they all kind of depend on you, your setup, things like that. But the first option, obviously, Ponderosa. They're an Airbnb. You can book on Airbnb. You've got Airbnb protections as far as your money goes and all that. And they do provide spaces for you to stay in. So if you didn't have anything that you're going to be able to stay in while you're there, then that's a good option. Another good option that I would recommend is Mojo's camp, and Mojo has been running an Airbnb there for a long time, but she doesn't provide spaces, so that's for it's like a campground situation. Both of those camps are kid friendly. They're sober, sober as in like they don't do hard drugs. Hard drugs are not welcome, they're not allowed, and they are very strict and defensive about that. Ponderosa has a lot of kids and dogs running around. Mojo's camp is a little bit more adult oriented, and they've got they're clean camps. Mojo keeps her area very clean and tidy. Mojo's got a flushing toilet and stuff, whereas Ponderosa has like outhouse style situation. So those are the 2 options in Slabs that I would highly recommend. The third option in Slabs is that if you just wanted to come visit, you could post up somewhere on your own. Just if you're going to stay somewhere, like you're going to build your own little camp temporarily, talk to the people around you. See if they care if you're there for a week or 2 or a couple of days. Most of the time, people are going to be nice. They're going to be friendly. They're not going to have a problem with you doing that. They do appreciate the courtesy of a conversation if you're going to be a neighbor of theirs. And that does 2 things for you if you meet them. It does, 1, you'll find out if they mind if you're there, and 2, you'll find out if you want to camp next to those people. Like, that's good information for you to have. And if you don't, move somewhere else, move to a different spot. It's fine. No hard feelings. People get it. They understand. So, but I think a good jumping off point would be Mojo's or Ponderosa. If you get comfortable there, you could build your own camp. You'll understand the situation. You'll understand the assignment once you get your feel of the place. And then the other option is not in Slabs, but in a hotel nearby, right? There are some spots to post up. Like you could even car camp right here in Bombay Beach, which is I'm 20 minutes from Slabs, maybe even less. You could post up somewhere like this and then drive and spend the day in Slabs and then come back here at nighttime if you'd prefer that. There is some hotels a little bit farther away, but you could stay in a hotel or something as well. There is even a hotel in Nyland. Never stayed in it. Don't know anything about it. I know that some people have stayed there. I don't know if it's better or worse than staying in slabs, but there you go. This just says most of slabs is friendly. Yeah, that's very true. Most of slabs is friendly, and just like any other town, there's good and bad. And just like any other town, even some of the good people there, you may not even like, you may not want to spend time with, but you're gonna find people there that are gonna be open and friendly, and it's very common for tourists to come through. The likelihood of anything bad happening to you is pretty low. And I would say that 90% of the time, maybe even more than that, but 90% of the time, anybody that has issues with people in slabs created those issues on their own by being disrespectful or by, just being an ass. Don't be a fucking asshole and you'll be fine there, just like anywhere else, dude. They're just people. They're just poor people trying to live somewhere. Critter says, I'm so lucky Carol cleans my glass pieces. I use 2 different bowls. I still have the twin to yours and a light blue and gold swirl. Both are pretty close to the same size as yours. That's cool. Watch out for the bottle kids. Yeah, watch out for them bottle kids. You might run into some of the kids there in slabs and the bottle kids. And you can even ask, hey, you a bottle kid? And then, you could kick them down $1. They'd appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Darren? Welcome to the live stream, bro. Darren says, thanks for your service. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I appreciate the support. It is Veterans Day. And I'm not anywhere near an Applebee's, so if anyone wants to buy me dinner. I did get a good kick down from Shonda. He sent 25 and then $10 super chat I'll be able to get next month. But I'm really trying to get gas money up to go to Quartzsite. I'm heading to Quartzsite hopefully in the next couple of days, and I'll be able to build a camp there because I can't even build a camp here. It's Bombay. It's kind of temporary. I'm not getting dug in here, so I've been having to spend my money on food that I don't have to cook, and that gets expensive. Robert Saunders, thank you very much for the detailed answer. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Thanks for that kickdown. I appreciate you. I think you're gonna have a good time in slabs. It depends on kind of what you're looking for, though. I can't tell you what camp would be best for you or what situation would be best for you. But a great spot to start is just Airbnb. To be honest with you, Airbnb is there. I like that option. And if I can give you a little insider hint to anyone listening thinking about staying in slabs, if you check out your Airbnb, you can find Mojo's Camp and you'll find Ponderosa. You might find the hostel too. I don't know if they're still on there. They're all right. I've never stayed there. I would just personally recommend those other 2 camps first. But you could reach out to the owners of those Airbnbs, to either Mojo or Shannon, and see if you can arrange something as you don't have to use Airbnb. Hit them up and be like, hey, I'm thinking about staying in the area. How much would you charge me to stay at your camp? And almost every time it'll be cheaper than what you would pay at Airbnb, because Airbnb takes their cut, and I mean significantly cheaper. So just a little insider tip. I think both of those camp hosts would be happy to do something behind Airbnb's back. The Ponderosa is family owned and operated. I've been going to the Ponderosa since before this family owned it. The person that built the Ponderosa, his name was George. I mean, didn't build it. A lot of it was built later, but the original build of the Ponderosa and the naming of the Ponderosa was by this guy named George. And then George eventually sold it to Shannon, who owns it now. Yeah. You guys, I'm gonna go down to the beach lawn. I'm gonna take you guys with me. I'm gonna take y'all with me down to the beach. Let's show you my walk here. Hey, where's Zag? Come on. Zag. The door is open. Come here. Girl, you're so pathetic. She thinks that the door's closed, so she won't come out. The door's literally open. Come here. Come on. There you go. So helpless sometimes. She's like, oh, I can get out. Yeah, this is like moon dust, you know? It's just old, like dried up lake, basically. Just desert playa. There is like some hard pack here. Like I just walked over that soft area, but you can see where people drive, and it's real hard packed here, right? Like you can drive on this, it's fine. I know Heath gets a little sick when I wave the camera around, so I'm sorry, Heath. Doing my best here, buddy. But if you drive off of the hard packed surface, then you're definitely gonna get stuck. Drought resistant landscape. Can't hurt this landscape when it dries up. Yeah, I think that's irony. I think they're selling us irony right here, you guys. And then yeah, like just there's little trinkets of art all over this town. And not just here on the beach, but actually in town. There's art all over the place. The little pieces of this everywhere. You guys are gonna like this. You guys are gonna like this. If you guys ever come to Bombay Beach and you just need to wash your balls, you can wash them here. You can wash your balls, but nothing else for watching you. It's creepy. This is not the first time I've shown you guys Bombay Beach. I don't know, like obviously not everyone's seen every one of my videos, but years ago I came out here with a friend of mine, Tala, and we got a boat, and it was a paddle boat. We found a paddle boat up here on the beach, right? And I dragged it all the way down to the water, and we went out into the water. We paddled pretty good distance, and in the water, like actually in the water, submerged, was that swing set. Do you guys remember that swing set? And Tala was swinging on it, and then we climbed that pyramid. It was a pretty fun video. We weren't sure if the paddle boat was gonna float or not. We weren't sure if the water was gonna give us any diseases or make us get superpowers or something. Thankfully none of that happened. No diseases, no superpowers. It was though very salty, but that swing set, you guys remember it? You guys remember that swing set? The water has receded so much that the swing set is now on the beach. The water used to be right about there, where my finger is hitting right about up there, maybe even a little farther, right at the edge of that drought resistant landscape. That's where the water was. Now it's still way down there. I'm not even there yet. But we paddled out here in a boat, and this thing was underwater. There's no water going into it. No water is coming into this thing. All the water's going out. And one day, the Salton Sea won't exist anymore. It won't be here. It'll dry up. And this will be just one big salt flat. Eventually the wind and the rain and there's like quicksand through here. I need to be careful, and I'm not kidding. There is quicksand out here. But yeah, eventually the erosion will flatten all this out, and It'll just be some California salt flats. The Salton Sea will be gone forever. That's crazy. Like, what a historical thing to be able to see, like, on a cosmic level. A gigantic sea that's dying. Whoa, sorry. Like, there really is quicksand out here, believe it or not, which Zag can walk right over it because she's light enough, but you can see back here footprints from people who have sunk in when it got wet. If I see some more, I'll show you. But yeah, right around that thing, it looks like there are some deep footprints. That's what tells me, like, ooh, you gotta be careful where you step. Let's see, where is that? There's a swing set. That's how far away from it. That used to be underwater. And I still not made it to the water. It's crazy. Yeah, see, when it rains out here, if it was to rain, all of this would be quicksand. Which, when I was a kid, I thought quicksand was going to be a bigger problem that I was going to be facing in life than what it was. Oh, man. I haven't really smelled the Salton Sea until just right now. That breeze coming off of the water does not smell good. It's a bad smell. I don't know if I want to get that much closer to the water because it's soft dirt, but I made it. Look how far the ocean or the sea has receded from its former glory, and it's still going. You know, that's like, honestly, like, that's hundreds of feet. I would say I'm like probably like 150 meters, so like 300 feet, maybe 400 feet from where the water line used to be. That's crazy. Oh, that wind coming off the water. It's the first time I've smelled it. Like, okay, so when I first drove out here, my first time ever to this area, I went through Mecca, got gas, and then we headed out towards Slabs, me and this person I used to know. And I'm trying to figure out how to get through this shit show right here. This would be a sloppy mess during the rainstorm. But anyways, I was driving down 111. And it smelled so bad. The Salton Sea smelled so terrible that I had to put dryer sheets over my face just to not smell it. It was awful. Just disgusting. I haven't smelled it that bad since. But thankfully, right now it's not so bad, but it doesn't smell good either. But that's the first time I've smelled it since I got here. What the fuck is this? Oh, someone left their garbage for their tripod out here. Influencers in the wild. They bought a tripod to take pictures of the Salton Sea. Opened up their tripod. Left their garbage behind. A lot of people from LA come out here and don't really give a shit, so LA is trash, so they take their trash and that mentality everywhere they go. Happy Veterans Day. Where's all my veterans out there? Speak up. Say hi. Today is for you too. You guys want to, back here at the drought resistant landscape, do you see our drought resistant landscape? Are you ready? Is there anything in here, buddy? Oh, there's some rocks. Don't smoke the rocks. Do we have mail? What do you think? Okay. Okay. No joint. No joint in there. Just weird little art things everywhere. So far, my favorite is the ball washing station. And then, like, okay, I didn't show you guys this before, but here at the drought resistant landscape, we have the Dead Sea Forest. With a piano in the center of it. Let's go check out the piano. You guys aren't very chatty right now. Or I'm just not getting any comments coming through. Not sure which it is. Okay, so it's actually a whole ass piano. Oh, okay. Alright, never mind. It just looks like a piano. But, oh, is this electric? It is. Okay, yeah, it's an electric piano. It needs power. It needs electricity to be a piano. Would have been a little bit cooler if it was real. But who the fuck's gonna leave a piano out here? I mean, I guess that guy did, but like a real piano. Home sweet home. Home sweet home. There is actually so much to show you here in Bombay, and that's what I'm going to take the next couple of days to do and try to spice up the video I made on my way down. But like I said, I don't want to post that video yet because I just don't like how it turned out. I didn't get enough filming in for me to make a good video, and so I'm going to film here and add a little bit more to it and try to improve it. And maybe my trip to Quartzsite, now that my van's fixed, I'll be able to pull over. I'll be able to go drive down that road. Oh, what's down there? I want to go see. So hopefully I can make a better video than what's turned out to be. Hopefully you guys are just enjoying what I'm showing you so much that you're not chatting. That's what I'd like to believe. There's another spot right over here I want to show you guys too. But I'm going to take a second. It's kind of warm out, to be honest with you. I'm going to take me a minute, drink me some water, and get some water for Zag. Oh, there's my water. Is that it? I had another open one. Here it is. Yeah, boy. Sorry, just doing a lot of things at once. Let's see how this works. All right, that'll have to work. Nope. Oh, we'll just be sideways. We'll just be sideways. It's fine. Can someone make a comment so I know if my comments are working? Because nothing's coming through. And I'm wondering if there's 24 people in here. Never had such a big room with not such low conversations. Let me show you my titties as I reach over you. Looking for Zag's bowl. Now, see, now I'm starting to wonder if my comments are even working. Do I really not have any veterans in the chat? I know there's at least one in here. It's oddly quiet. It's oddly quiet out there. Someone say hi so I know that I'm still streaming. My time is going. Alright, well, we'll just keep bullshitting. We'll relight this joint. I didn't finish. Get some more water in Zag. Oh, good girl. Yeah, boy, how will this shot look? Let me see. See how this shot will look. If I put my... There's no flat surfaces on the van. I want flat surfaces so I can put my camera on it. I do have this almost flat surface right there. Sick. All right. I should I should have my microphone on. Should have my lapel mic on so you guys can hear me. Yeah, I'm still not getting no comments. I don't know if y'all are chatting or if you're not. But nothing's coming through. So kind of confused about that. I'm not sure if it's glitching out or if if you guys are just quiet. Someone say something. And now I'm wondering if I'm being gaslit by everybody right now. Or if my phone's just glitching out and none of the comments are getting through. Ugh. Y'all are tripping me out. The last comment I remember getting, or I see, is from Darren saying, "Thank you for your service, buddy." Which, thank you, I appreciate that. Nothing since, but there's still 25 people in here, and I've never seen that before. It's kind of blowing my mind. I guess we're all just super chill right now. Guess we're all just being super chill right now. Yo. Yeah, boy. Been enjoying that thing. Boys and their toys. Come on, Zach. Zach just sits out of the van waiting for permission to come inside of her own home. It's so funny. Come on. Come on. This might be the longest I've ever gone on a live stream with no comments. It's kind of tripping me out. Makes me think my phone's glitching out. Comments aren't going through, I don't think. So we'll just chill. Hopefully y'all can talk amongst yourselves. No one's leaving, so I'm just so confused right now. This van's too damn small for me to drink out of a gallon jug without me having to, like... Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Water makes the world go round, and the Salton Sea's running out of water. Such a cool spot, though. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Darren just texted me, says we're all chatting. So it is okay. I'm not losing my mind. There is a glitch happening with my phone right now. Thank you, Darren, for confirming that. I was pretty sure. I cannot. You're right. I can't see the chat right now. None of the chat's coming through. That's really strange. I've never seen that happen before. I've never ever seen the chat just stop working for me. Hopefully it comes back. I've got completely full signal right now, and hopefully my I mean, am I coming in clear? It's so strange. What do y'all think? Should we take a vote and like I love reading the chat. I'm feeling so like disadvantaged right now, but should we take a vote? Should I start a new live stream or just roll with this one? Whatever you guys decide. Hopefully Darren can text it to me because Darren's got my Facebook info. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate that. This is why I'm glad you guys find me on social media too, because when stuff like this happens. And if anyone wants to find me on social media, you totally can. All my links are in my link tree. My name on Facebook is Zig Sehorn. And you can hit me up. I chat with you guys, like, you know, if you guys want to hit me up and have a conversation, like, that's absolutely fine. A lot of you guys have done that. I stay in touch with a whole bunch of you. A lot of people I haven't met. You know, you guys will just send me messages and we'll chat it up, and that's cool. I like that. So pretty useful right now that Darren did that, because now I know that I'm not receiving my chat, but you guys, yeah. Start over, everyone says. All right, everyone's voted to start over. Let's do it. Let's do that. I like that idea, because then I can actually hang out with you guys instead of just... It's so weird. I was tripping out. Seriously, last message was, thank you very much for your detailed answer, and thank you for your service, buddy. Right, like that was right when Darren showed up, and then poof, nothing since. So I'm gonna cut this live stream. We're gonna start a brand new one. I'll see you guys in a minute. Give me a second to get it set up. Takes like 5 minutes. And I'll see you there. I don't know what happened. Sorry about the glitch. My phone's not even overheating or anything. Huh. I should never do that again. Phone's not overheating or anything, so there's no reason this should be happening. But I mean, I've got full bars, 5G, UC, but I don't see you, even though it says 5G UC. Anyways, miles of smiles. See you in about 10, maybe 5.